Okay guys, it's fall time, it's Halloween time, so today we're going to be doing a Tim Burton makeup routine. Anything I do not recommend doing because I don't know if it's going to look cute, but we are going to go ahead and do a Tim Burton makeup routine. First things first, I need to figure out exactly what I want to do. Kind of like this one right here. I'm going to go ahead, take my makeup off, and then we're gonna, ow, I need to quit doing that. We're gonna, yeah. Okay, so I'm back. My makeup is off. I'm gonna do my best. Now, before anything, I know Tim Burton is like not the best dude ever. Tim Burton has some controversy, but we're going to ignore that and appreciate the makeup. I'm using sunglasses as a headband. I don't know where they are right now, so we're gonna ignore that. But we're gonna go ahead and get started. I have Pinterest put up with the makeup look. So first things first, we're gonna go ahead and grab a pale concealer. We are gonna use this concealer because this concealer is really white. So we are just gonna kind of use this as our like foundation. I'm gonna go ahead and blend that out. I'm just gonna take a beauty blender and let it, not too much now, but we're just gonna do that. I'm not gonna put on any concealer. I'm actually gonna avoid putting this too close to my under eyes and get in this little crevice because you kind of want it to look indented. I feel like everybody, when they do Tim Burton makeup, they kind of just do like the Emily and Victoria look from Corpse Bride, and I feel like he has so many more characters that you can like emulate. The other woman that are easier, but that's okay because like when you think about it, there's stuff where it's like, oh, kind of forget that that's like Tim Burton, you know, like Wednesday, that's Tim Burton directs that, so it's kind of hard to remember, but like I feel like that's like less iconic Tim Burton. I feel like, yeah, the iconic stuff is like all the other stuff, you know. I am putting this over top as like a little bit of a base because we are gonna do some eyeshadow. Now that I look genuinely deadly, I look ghostly. No, we are gonna go ahead and just go straight in with products that are powder because I feel like it's very mattified. So I am gonna go ahead and take this palette here. I don't know what palette this is, it's just a random old one. I'm gonna use this color. It's literally like white. Like it's like just straight up white. I'm gonna take a brush, no clue where these brushes are from, I can't lie either. So we're just gonna like get the white powder and just like dust it. The only issue with the picture I showed y'all, it wasn't very Tim Burton, it was just the eyebrows. So like whenever it comes to this look, you really want to accentuate eyes. You want the eyes to be really big and the eyebrows to be, you know, yeah. So we're gonna go ahead, actually get started on the eye look itself. I'm gonna take it all over lid brush, and then I'm gonna go into a very gray brown, if you can see here, very grayish brown, and then I'm gonna put that all over my lid. But you want to focus up in this socket so that way it gives a sunken in look, and then bring it down underneath that eye. around my eye is very much darker now, but we are going to go ahead and add more depth. We're going to take a eyeshadow blending brush, very fluffy, kind of, you know. We're going to take that, and then we're going to go into this right here. This, it's kind of like a pinkish, brownish shade. But dipping that, dust it off, and we're going to go ahead and put that in this outer corner area and pat it in, and then blend it out to like mix in with the outer and then under side of the eye. Okay, so I ended up adding the grayish brown mixed with a darker brown mixed with a dusty pink, dusting that off, and then putting it underneath my eye, bringing it all the way over the entire bottom of my eye, and then you can just kind of dust over the extra over top of that. We're trying to get that sunken in look, and then bringing this up over here through the contour because the temples kind of go in. We're trying to create that illusion. Really weird looking, like I look weird. We're gonna take angled contour brush, go in to the darker brown shade we use on our eyes, dust that off, and then we're gonna put that right here, kind of where your cheek kind of goes in, like through here. I kind of have a natural shadow, just follow that and then bring it down. Okay, so I am just gonna add more to these areas because I feel like you want a good contour, so we're just gonna get very, very sharp. So then you wanna put it up here, and then also I'm gonna do it here because I feel like their temples are very sharp. It's very sunken in the face, so I did decide to do a sit down talking video. I want to post Halloween videos on October 1st. So on Wednesday, but I also want to post something today, which I really don't have to post anything till Wednesday because that would be a few days since it, but I'm going to try to post 2 times a week. So if I post Wednesday, then I'd also have to post later this week, and I don't know for sure what I'll do. I am adding more on sides. I feel like I'm just adding contour where I feel it fits. We are going to have to carve that down. You kind of want to, you know, that. There we go. But I'm gonna show y'all from like, it looks dead. I look dead. That's perfect. Okay, so we are gonna add a little bit more here, and then a little bit more on the forehead. I'm going back and forth between the light gray tone brown and then the cool tone darker brown. I'm just going back and forth. Okay, so now I'm gonna take my eyebrow pencil and then we're gonna go ahead and just get a little bit of gel because I'm gonna try to mold them to how I need them. So I have a little, this is like an old skincare drawer. I put hair gel in, and that's just kind of how I do my brows. Okay, so what I do, I'm gonna kind of do them as I normally do, but then change the shape. So I go ahead and I pick them up. They already have a little bit of gel in them from school, but I go ahead and I pick them up like that, like it looks crazy, and do that on both sides. Yeah, go ahead and put them on. And they have thin brows, so keep in mind they're thin, but they also go up at the front. So here we're gonna go ahead and take these ones and just bring them up, and the rest of them bring them down. And then kind of try to make them go up and down, and make the bottom ones go up and the top ones go down. Try to make it thin, kind of like that. Do the same over here. So we're gonna pick up front ones and then make the rest of them go out, pick the bottom ones up, and then bring the top ones down. And then I kind of want them to go up and then down, only because it makes them more like sad look. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and literally just color in with this eyebrow pencil, bring up. They're not the cutest, but we're gonna ignore that because this makeup really is not the cutest either. So now we're gonna go back to the eye. Okay, I'm gonna be using brown and white liner for this. So first of all, for the white liner, we are gonna go ahead and we're gonna go underneath the eye and go in the waterline and fill that in like that. I love this white liner. This is the Maybelline Tattoo Studio gel one. It works wonders. Okay, now that we have that, I am going to go ahead and go a little bit underneath this outer corner on the actual like lash line and fill in extra. It's kind of creepy, can't lie. Okay, now we're going to grab the brown, and I am just going to go ahead and kind of like make a line underneath it, including this part, with the Oliver flat lid brush, and then go a little bit on that dark color and then kind of blend it out a little bit. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and move on to mascara. Right now I should be using some lashes. If you have like manga lashes, that'd be good, but because I currently don't have some, I'm gonna curl my lashes and then I'll show y'all. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and take, again, our flat Oliver lid brush, if I can find it. Okay, take the flat Oliver lid brush. We are gonna go back into that darker brown color, and we're gonna go ahead and contour our nose. Now you're gonna make this really unrealistic. Really unrealistic. So go ahead and just create a line. Really unrealistic, okay? Keep that in mind. Not going to look real at all. I try to get it as like straight as possible, unlike me, where I'm doing a horrible job. And then I am gonna blend out this baseline. Go ahead and cover your eyebrows. And then I kinda want your nose to like go up, so I'm gonna do like I'm gonna add shadows on the outside, because you're kind of trying to add shadows, so that way it looks up. So I'm gonna go ahead and go around my nose kind of, and like that. I'm gonna do little lines underneath my nose, right by my nostrils, kind of like this, and fill those in. But we're gonna go back through and just kind of contour, add more defining contour. I'm gonna like, you kind of want to look cartoony, like you're gonna cartoonify this. Okay, so now we're gonna do the lips. I am just gonna use eyeshadow because I don't have, well, I do have brown stuff, but I don't feel like using it. So for the lips, first of all, bottom lip, just go ahead and line it as you normally would. And do it kind of, not like excessively dark, just like a normal lip line. It doesn't have to be as blended though, okay? And then kind of contour it out. You kind of want these like contoured lines on the outside. And then for your cupid's bow, you do want a kind of not completely defined, but a low-key kind of defined cupid's bow. Okay, so I ended up taking my hair down, and then I added brown pencil liner around my lips. Now we look like a Tim Burton character. This is scary. Play The Other Woman by Lana Del Rey. The other woman. Yeah. But thank you for watching. Bye.